powered by Watson or resembling a puppy is still a robot, no matter how articulate the former may be and how cute and cuddly the latter might be. We develop feelings for the robots because they have human-like traits, or at least traits of living beings we value. Some people were fooled into thinking that human beings sent legitimate information and human opinions about the presidential candidates during the 2016 elections in the United States. In reality, the election interference can be linked to robots that reflected an agenda of real people, but the communication with Americans was not conducted by real people. The message to you is, there are attempts to manipulate you every day through various types of media, as well as face-to-face contact. The more you know about how to manipulate others, the sharper your senses will be in detecting when someone or something is trying to move you in a particular direction. Section 1. The Dynamics of Human Interaction. Chapter 1. Shared Needs, Belonging, and Differentiating. Take a minute and ponder what elements of your life you cannot live without. Look at the things that make your life valuable, not your latest gadget or miracle cosmetic, but the essentials that would leave a marked void if they disappeared. Some go without saying, such as your most basic human needs: food, clothing, and shelter. In terms of human drives, what is your most basic need? The intangible equivalent of food, clothing, and shelter. Regardless of whether your personality bends toward introverted or extroverted, regardless of whether your feelings about people make you a misanthrope or a philanthropist, human companionship is a primary driver of human behavior. Companionship can be different things to different people, but the premise remains consistent for all but the most deviant minds. People need people. Marianne and her co-author Trevor Crowe, Molyneux, began their book Forging Health Connections with this fact: we are built for relationships. The need for connection with others permeates the human body. The rest of the book was devoted to scientific documentation of and guidance on ways people can heal and extend their lives through connection to other people. It is true, whether from the perspective of Maslow's hierarchy of needs or that of a medical doctor, people need people. In 1943, psychologist Abraham Maslow introduced his theory on the hierarchy of needs in a paper called A Theory of Human Motivation. The premise is that unless the lower human needs related to survival and security are met, then an individual will not be psychologically equipped to pursue so-called growth needs. The ground floor of the pyramid is composed of the biological components we all know: food, sleep, and other elements essential to life. One floor up, you find all the things that provide safety. Arguably, each of these first two levels can be met without the need for other people, but the ability to go it alone ends there. On the third level, you have the spectrum of intangibles that relate to belonging and love, affection, relationships, and camaraderie. Moving up to the fourth level, you find esteem needs such as achievement and reputation, and at the top, self-actualization. Maslow's theory was that human beings cannot progress to the next tier of the hierarchy until the needs below it are met. 21st century behavioral science has criticized Maslow, assigning greater weight than before to the need for human connection as a basic need. But ask yourself, if you were starving to death, not just hungry, but starving to death, would you want a hug or a cookie? What we consider achievement and reputation can come only when someone feels as though he belongs, that he genuinely connects to other human beings. The personal growth and fulfillment associated with self-actualization can only come after satisfying the need for achievement and reputation. Let's pause for a minute, because grasping the hierarchy of human needs is the core of the how-to information in this book. The motivation behind a person's choices takes shape according to what lower needs have been met and what higher needs remain unfulfilled. Among the most interesting attributes of human behavior is that these needs are often more visible from the outside than the inside. Others can clearly see things about you that you cannot, but there are exceptions. Look at the top tier of self-actualization.